Okay, so recently, obviously, everybody's seen the Pearson Airport Delta Airlines crash in Toronto Pearson last week.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody survived. We got some videos here. We're going to talk about it.
Sure.
Sim, as a pilot, used to be a pilot.
Yeah.
Currently,
Yeah. No, not anymore.
so we figured I'd get his opinion on this.
Here every day with you. Anything I'm flying.
No, I mean, like,
Used to be.
do you still have your license?
Yeah.
Like,
Have my license.
hours? Yeah. Okay. So we have a professional
Not that much of a professional, but I can provide some insight. Yes.
insight.
Kingfisher. It wasn't Air India.
Ah,
Never-
sure.
Never fly for Air India.
How was that?
It was good. Really good.
Yeah,
Those records are sealed.
Ah, you don't want to go beat up the owner of that?
No.
He's in the UK. He's living
He's
there.
in exile.
Okay, let's get into this one. This video was the most viewed.
This looked fake when it was actually put out there.
The fire.
Oh, no. Yeah, this is crazy. Like, you would have thought that thing would have blown up. Like, it would have just caught fire, right? I think I also saw this, but I was thinking it before I even saw how the snow probably helped put that fire out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that's legit, but if you look at the fire come up and then it just goes out right away, like, come on, like, they're lucky for a plane to just roll like that and to just to stop. Wing comes shearing off and there's no fire. Like, that's just
Okay, so let me ask you,
Interesting.
as a pilot, what is going through their head? What is going through, like, obviously the error happened somewhere. Landing.
it's 100% pilot error. I don't think it's something to do with the plane malfunctioning on the last 100 feet of or the last right on touchdown. I don't think, but they pulled both of the recorders and they're gonna go through everything.
So as a pilot, what is, like, when you're landing, what does the procedure look like on a regular for you?
Well, without going into too much detail, it's pretty much his approach looked fine up until the last maybe 50 feet. There, again, this is all from seeing things too, though. There was no proper flare, and the flare is generally where you hold the nose off, wheels touch slow, and there's a nice controlled, touch. It just felt like he came in maybe possibly a little too fast and hit too hard. And I'm not sure if the landing gear gave way or something like that, but that's what it looks like. Yeah.
And how much did, like, the weather, obviously, because Toronto just had a big snowstorm at that time.
Runway conditions, from what they were saying, were bare and dry, which was whatever. There was heavy winds. I think ATC also told the pilot that there was wind gusts up to, I think, 35 knots. So it was windy, but nothing that pilots don't face on a day-to-day basis. They deal with crosswind. They deal with, strong winds. That's just how it is, especially when you're flying into the north, right? When you're flying into, Canadian cities,
Yeah.
they're dealing with strong wind and the cold and all that stuff that comes with it. So, but I feel like the snow saved their lives here, just the way you could see it happening. It was also almost perfect how it crashed, rolled, stopped, no fire, and everybody just ran out of the plane.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big accident, man.
So there was 80 passengers on this one?
Yeah, and they all survived. There was I think 15 that went to the hospital, and then
Yeah.
they've been all let go now.
So they're all survived, and as you can see, as the plane is landing, or when it landed, and the smoke started coming, the fire, there was an actual fire. What I'm surprised is that the plane didn't blow up,
Didn't catch fire, right?
completely.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what everybody's talking about right now. If you look on the internet.
So here's a little video of what so again, it's the time of social media, so everybody kind of grabs their phones and stuff.
Of course.
And as soon as something like this happens, this person is evacuating. It's an emergency situation.
Got the hell. I would have left my phone behind, maybe. Trying to get out of the plane.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
How are you not worried about getting out and
Or catching fire?
Yeah.
Anything could happen at that point.
Anyways, this person might have had their phone on them, or whatever it is. So they recorded this.
Good on them, though.
But this kind of gives you an angle of how they evacuated, okay?
Everything, drop it. Come on.
Put that phone away.
You can hear them still. The emergency crew is telling them.
if you can, if you can get out with your phone, like without slowing down the evacuation, whatever, grab it. But I mean, come on.
Yeah. Well,
But this angle of the plane looks like a movie set. It's so weird. Like when you're like looking at the plane like upside down, you're like, it looks like a film.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't look real. Just looks crazy. Look at that wing just come right off.
Holy.
It just must be shocking because I've taken that flight many times.
Yeah.
Like from Minneapolis in that same CRJ aircraft, like just flying to Toronto or Minneapolis to Winnipeg. You fly in that plane so much. It's like a workhorse of a plane. Mm-hmm. It does all those like real short little trips, And it's just crazy to see like on a regular flight that they just like the landing was normal and all of a sudden you're just like upside down. Like imagine being in that. Like holy man. And if you didn't have a seatbelt on, you would have
broken something.
Yeah.
Like
they were upside down, like completely upside down.
So you would have fallen if you would have fallen.
Well, people did like some of them did fall because they took off their belt and then they just fell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Wow, they're like trying to contain the fire as
but look at the
people are
evacuating. You could see
evacuating.
that the wind was gusting, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I was just on this fucking plane. Holy.
I think they're just putting retardant down just to be on the safe side. That's part of procedure, right? But again, props to the emergency services at the airport. Like they were ready. Because how many accidents do you generally see? These people probably get complacent at some point. Like nothing was going to ever happen here. But they were there within minutes. And so, props to them.
Yeah. So the whole, again, Toronto International Airport is one of the busiest airports in Canada, right? So
it is. I think it's the busiest airport in Canada, yeah. But there's this whole thing now, and now like Delta is all about like that whole hire women. Have you seen like the memes coming out now? Like those little advertisements, if it's like a totally woman crew. Yeah. This wasn't the case here. It was being flown by male pilots.
Yeah.
At least the captain was male.
But how does that... Okay.
I don't know.
How does that... I can't believe people can turn it around to like, oh, women.
Does it matter to you, though? If you were getting on a plane and it was a full women crew, does it matter to you? Do you feel less safe?
No. I don't. Because the thing is, and no offense, but nowadays technology is so high on a plane as well. Yeah, I've been in private jets and stuff, and you can see the technology inside.
Oh, technology's crazy. Yeah.
It's like it's flying itself, right? So now I'm not saying the pilots aren't doing anything. Obviously, they have control.
They're doing a lot.
They're doing a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, but I don't think the male and the female plays any role into the actual role of
some people would disagree.
Okay,
not me though.
I don't know. I might feel safer that there's a woman crew that is
that's
to my needs than the male, because like
I just don't understand why they have to put out the commercials with like the full female crew and they turn it into this like. I'll pull up the clip. We'll throw it on just for comment.
Okay. So obviously everybody's seen, everybody survived, all good. Now here is a little bit of something that just came up yesterday, okay? So Delta goes and says that they are now going to give, no strings attached, okay, $30,000, $30K to every passenger, okay? Now here's the question, because actually let's watch this little video here.
Delta Airlines confirming that through a Delta Care team, all 76 of the passengers who are on board that flight 4819, the plane, of course, still on the runway there in Pearson, that those passengers are entitled to this money. They are saying, the airline is saying, that it is no strings attached, and that they say that this does not impact their rights. Now, we already know that there are 2 passengers who are on board that plane who are exercising their right to seek a lawyer. They have retained lawyers with Roshan Genova, which is a law firm in Toronto that specializes in class action and personal injury, and has some extensive experience in terms of aviation law. It is the same firm that's been hired to represent families of those passengers who were on board Ukrainian Airlines flight that was shot down over Tehran back in 2020. As for this particular particular lawsuit, these two passengers involved, the law firm has put out a statement, a press release, and they do provide some details as to who these passengers are. They write, our clients, similar to many other passengers, suffered personal injuries of a serious nature that required hospital attention. As fate would have it, our clients were instrumental in opening a damaged emergency exit before allowing others to disembark as a fire was about to spread. Now, they claim as well in this press release that their clients were harmed. There was harm as a result of what happened on Monday. They are predicting as well, Ian, that this will be a timely result, and there's language in there that invites other passengers to get in touch with them.
Oh, I wish I was on that plane.
Everybody on their mother is wishing that they were on this plane.
Payday now.
The fact that you just survived a plane crash,
Yeah.
one.
But Delta's going to fight it.
Now you're gonna,
Delta's going to fight it. It's not like $1 million they're going to get. I think they'll get like maybe 100, 150. What do you think?
Okay, class law action suits can go
Class
on
action,
forever. Class action can go on forever first. Okay, so this we might not see a result on.
They'll settle quickly, but yeah. I mean, if I got 100, I'd be happy. You wouldn't be happy with a 100K?
100K. I just survived a plane crash.
Yeah.
Hell no.
250?
I'm thinking. Here's what I'm thinking. I just survived a plane crash. Now it's my YOLO moment. Okay, you're only gonna live once because that's going through all their heads. Okay,
What would you take?
I want to go on a world tour. I want free.
Come on.
I want free Delta Air Pass. I want that card. Unlimited flights.
Oh my god,
it doesn't exist anymore. It's $250K.
They just turned that down.
And then no man, class action suits can go on.
Yeah,
for
but
millions.
But this is not going to be
Delta,
that.
and it's also Delta. So
you
know it's a big company.
We should just make a bet.
It's a big fish.
I said they don't get more than 200 each.
200,000?
Yeah, each.
I think that they're gonna go million.
No,
Million. You've seen bigger, bro.
Why would Delta come up with 30K? That's kind of a slap in the face.
So that's okay. That's the question.
Yeah,
Because is that admitting wrong? Like,
no,
it's
it's
admitting that they're at fault already.
Well, obviously they're at fault. They crashed the plane. The plane got crashed.
No, the
plane is
so
crashed.
let's say that Delta's blaming the pilots. Whatever. Okay.
But it's still a Delta plane. Either it's based on weather or malfunction or pilot error. They still have to compensate the passenger. It doesn't, just because they're offering money doesn't mean that they're admitting any fault.
Yeah.
They still have to compensate that. Just if you miss a flight, they're still going to compensate you, right? So same thing. But 30K isn't really getting there.
That is a slap in the face. That's a little slap in the face. Because, like, again, first of all,
They would have
you just survived.
Yeah.
Man, like, the plane crash just happened. How are you already thinking of a lawsuit?
People forget very easily, we're lucky to survive. We have a life.
Yeah.
The first thing, look, it hasn't even been a week.
Yeah.
And they're already talking about, they've already approached a law firm. There's statements coming out. That's just human nature, man.
Yeah.
People just don't waste a second. Yeah. They're ready to go.
I would be careful as to what I sign, even if they're giving you 30K. Take the 30K. Fuck, it's free money. Take the 30K.
But they get you to
But you got to make sure you don't sign anything that's like,
well, you're not getting the 30K then.
No.
But
they're saying no strings attached.
No, there has to be. Has to be.
No strings attached.
It has to be.
What if it's just like hey, thanks for surviving an airplane crash?
It's not that.
Here's 30K.
It's a huge company. They're not doing that. Come on.
It'll be
Nobody's
interesting.
that generous. Here's 30K for not dying. Because if you had, we would have been really screwed. Really? Proper?
Hey, look at moral compass goes out the window. As soon as they knew that they survived that plane crash, I guarantee you, the first thing that some of these people, they're not thinking about family. They're not thinking about, I just survived a plane crash. They're thinking, I'm about to get paid.
I would have jumped up and I'm getting paid. Yes. It's like Dave Chappelle.
You would have been like, get the hell out of my way. Where's that office? Where's that office? That's how I would.
It would have crossed my mind. But that's human nature, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's just how we are programmed now.
Also,
some people are worse though.
So also 2025 has been not a good time.
No, it's been horrible for
holy crap. So I know, like the other day, Mac, you were saying, right? Oh, maybe I won't take a flight this year. Nobody knows what's going on.
It's bad right
This
now.
is like
I don't
bad.
know.
There was another one just yesterday, 2 days ago. A plane collided again.
Yeah, but there's so many planes, you know, like considering how many planes there are in the air at any one given time, it's still very safe.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. And air traffic controllers, good job, by the way. They have a very like decent pay.
Very good pay, but it's super high stress.
It's high stress,
So especially in like the bigger,
but they're hiring all over the world right now.
Yeah.
Because it's such a
there's a big demand, but man, that's a
Demand for it.
stressful job.
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
what do you guys think? Let us know. 30K.
Let us know.
Would you take it? Would you not take it? I don't know. Give us your guys' opinions, thoughts, comments down below. Like and share this video, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Good.
Yep. Peace.